How does a college lecturer builds a 1,83,000 crore rupees empire? How does a young BCom graduate borrowing rupees 10,000 starts a company in a rented room and turns it into India's largest pharmaceutical company? Raman Bhai Patel and Dilip Sangvi, the founders of Torrent. Why do all these incredible stories, these scientist entrepreneurs, all come from Gujarat? This isn't just a story about businesses. It's a story about our national mission. In the 1960s, India was almost 90% dependent on imported, expensive foreign medicines. We were medically vulnerable. We had to build our own drug industry. And the people who answered that call all came from a place that had a very specific, 100-year-old secret. It's a story of science, self-reliance, and chemistry. And the lesson in it is for you. Think about it. What is a textile dye? It's a complex organic molecule, right? And what is a medicine? Again, it's a drug, and that is also a complex organic molecule. So as you can see, there's a huge connection between these two and a simple one. Long before India's independence, Gujarat was the undisputed leader in India's textile industry. This meant for 100 years, they were not just making clothes, they were mastering large-scale chemical manufacturing. They were experts in handling coal tar derivatives, benzene, and other feedstock chemicals. They mastered the fundamental processes of industrial chemistry like sulfonation, nitration, and alkylation. जो organic chemistry पढ़ते हैं उन्होंने ये सुना भी होगा. These are the exact same processes that you need to synthesize many of the life-saving drugs. They built a massive ecosystem for handling complex and often hazardous chemicals. They had all the necessary components like supply chains, the ports, the petrochemical refineries, and thousands of people who understood how to run a chemical plant. So when the 1970s arrived and India needed its own medicine, Gujarat didn't have to start from zero. They just had to pivot. They pointed their massive chemical knowledge away from dyes towards the drugs. They already had the foundations, they just need the builders. But now the question is, who were the builders? They weren't just businessmen, they were scientists. This is Raman Bhai Patel. He was not from an old business family. He was a lecturer in pharmacy at LM College of Pharmacy in Ahmedabad. He was literally teaching the science. In 1952, he and his friend started Zydus Cadila with a mission to create an Indian alternative to foreign medicines. This is UN Mehta. He wasn't a chemist, but he spent years as a medical representative, going from doctors to doctors, understanding exactly what medicines do they need. In 1959, he took his market knowledge and started Torrent Pharma. And yes, Dilip Sangvi, how can we forget him? He started Sun Pharma in 1983 in a small rented room in Vapi, making a single drug for psychiatry. He understood the dhando, the business, better than anyone. These founders and dozens of more were just about to get a massive tailwind. In 1970, the Indian government passed one of the most important laws in our history, the Indian Patents Act. This law did something brilliant. It said you can't patent the final product, the drug itself that is, but you can patent the process to make it. Think of it like this. Anyone in India could make now legally a chocolate cake, but they could not use the exact same recipe as some foreign company. This was the green light for every smart chemist in India. The challenge was on. It became a race, a massive scientific puzzle of something like, can you reverse engineer this foreign drug? Can you find a new, cheaper and more efficient chemical pathway to make the same molecule? And this is where Gujarat's chemical mastery won the game. So we have the chemical foundation, we have the scientist entrepreneurs, and we have 1970s Patent Act, which is the starting gun for the race. But to win that race, you need more. You need an ecosystem. And this is where Gujarat created its masterstroke. First, the talent pipeline. We already mentioned about the ML College of Pharmacy, Ahmedabad. This, along with the other institutions like MS University of Vadodara, became a hotbed for talent. They weren't just teaching theory, they were training an army of skilled chemists ready to join and start new pharma companies. Second, the playground. The Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation, or GIDC, did something revolutionary. It created massive plug-and-play industrial parks. Places like Ankleshwar and Vapi became Asia's largest industrial estates. A young chemist with a good idea now did not have to take care of the land, the power, the water. They just have to rent a proper plot and start working in. Another breakthrough when GIDC built Common Effluent Treatment Plant. Pharma is a polluting industry, and this unglamorous but vital step meant that companies could legally and safely dispose of the chemical waste. A massive logistical hurdle that GIDC solved for them. And finally, the community. This is where the famous Dhando spirit comes in. That 100-year-old chemical knowledge was Khandani. It was a fusion. The scientific, technical knowledge of the chemist combined with the risk-taking, entrepreneurial mindset of Gujarati community. And this created a perfect feedback loop. More colleges created more graduates created more companies. And this actually created a Pharma Valley effect. A smart chemist from Zydus could leave, get funding, and start his own company next door, creating a hyper-competitive, hyper-innovative cluster. This ecosystem is why Gujarat became the engine for India's generic revolution, earning us the title of the pharmacy of the world. So that is the secret. Gujarat's pharma dominance wasn't an accident. It was a 100-year-old story of scientific foundation, brilliant scientific entrepreneurs, and a powerful ecosystem. But today, the game is changing. The race for the generics is born. The new race, the new challenge is originally R&D and drug discovery. It's not just about reverse engineering anymore. It's about forward engineering. It's about biologics and biosimilars, using life itself to create medicine. The new frontiers are gene therapy, CRISPR, and AI in drug discovery, using algorithms to predict how a molecule will behave before it's even made. This is where the next multi-billion-dollar breakthroughs will come from. And this is where you come in. However, the next generation is going to be the biologists, the data scientists, and the geneticists. Obviously, alongside the AI engineers who see a global need and use the science of their time to cure disease we think that are uncurable. They build the pharmacy of the world. It's your turn now to build its research lab. Keep pursuing, keep building, and keep following Sastra.